number, but it was just simply not good enough to take home a paycheck. Tonight, short field of six to kick things off here tonight. The one to beat, says the betting public, at 2 to 5 to 2. Happy Hannah. Phillies set for a start. Here they come. They are often pacing in a good beginning. First out of there, Blackjack Pat. Happy Hannah from the inside, leading out fast as well. Everyone's watching from the railway third. Windy Sport powers up fourth outside. Taken back to fifth goes Bid Rider. The early trailer from in sixth is Manhattan Play. And the six-pack of freshman fillies head to the quarter. And on top early here for Tetrick is Blackjack Pat. He's willing to release Happy Hannah. Happy Hannah, the favorite, clears. So Tetrick works out a beautiful two-hole trip here for Blackjack Pat. The quarter is 28 flat. Sitting along third, Windy Sport. Fourth one back is Everyone's Watching. Fifth to the rail, Bid Rider, a length and a half to trailer Manhattan Play. They move across the backstretch, coming up to 3/8, and then towards the midway point. Happy Hannah takes the field up to 3/8 with right there second Blackjack Pat. Sitting along third, Windy Sport. Fourth, just off the speed, is Everyone's Watching. Then fifth inside to Bid Rider and Manhattan Play trailing. Half up in 57 and 3. No pressure at all on Waples here, so he steals away with very soft panels. Happy Hannah leads the way, and she'll try and sprint them here. Back in the pocket spot to Blackjack Pat. Third inside to Windy Sport. Fourth with 3/8 to go. Everyone's Watching. Miller's on the move right now. Windy Sport gets a wake-up call out of third as she brushes up into second and gets to Happy Hannah's wheel. Happy Hannah at the inside, a length up in front. Windy Sport is second on the outside. Right there from in third as they wheel off the turn is Blackjack Pat. Covered up in fourth as Everyone's Watching. 125 and 2 for three quarters, and they come into the stretch. And still there with that lead, Happy Hannah. Second on the outside is Windy Sport. Rushing up off cover comes Everyone's Watching. A late break in deep stretch for Manhattan Play. Windy Sport strikes the front. One more to fend off. It's Everyone's Watching. Everyone's Watching on the outside. Gets up in the final strides to win tonight's first division of the Champlain Stakes. Windy Sport was second. Happy Hannah, no excuse, third. 152 and 4.
All right, guys, looking here. Thank you. Yeah, Jody. Jody. Opening dash in the books, division of the Champlain for a purse of $104,000. Everyone's Watching, getting the job done, 152 and 4. Conditioned by Tony Alagna, driven by this man, Jody Jamieson. Jody, before we talk about tonight, she raced in the final of the She's a Great Lady last week. She raced very well. What was your first impression of her?
Last week she was just a tremendous filly. I figured the trip was going to work great, and it did last week. And she got, I got up the inside, got lucky to get up the inside and actually stay up and get a good chunk of that money last week. So I thought she had a chance in here. I watched Marvin Katz talk about how great Jimmy Takter was, and I could go on about how great Tony Alagna is, but I want to actually give a shout out to Myron Bell. Myron Bell put it in Tony's head to use me on this filly in the final last week, so I want to thank Myron first and foremost, and so thanks, Myron.
Talk about tonight, a little different type of field, a shorter field, and that kind of played into her benefit. Didn't have to use her near as much.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the inside post, I think everyone was watching to see what Happy Hannah was going to do. She got her own way. She just didn't have it tonight. She's obviously a real nice filly. And it was just lucky that I got to follow a live helmet in Casey was filly and get up and beat her on the line. So I was super happy with the way the trip worked out and the effort that the filly gave.
Thoughts on the rest of the card? You got a number of live drives. Winter Harbor coming up next. Southwind General, Windsong Napoleon. I guess you got a lot of upside looking ahead.
Yeah, I think so. I think Winter Harbor is the type of horse. He proved it last week that he can close well and get a big chunk. So if we can hopefully do the right thing with him and get him into the final and maybe get lucky next week. And there's a lot of good horses in this card. Windsong Napoleon, Southwind General, who I got in a bad spot with last week in the Consolation. Rockin' in Heaven. There's horses all over the card here that have big shots for me tonight.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Everyone's watching, captures the first dash. Grand Circuit action continues here at Mohawk Racetrack 152-4 in the division of the Champlain.